Go through every locker now, make sure they all look the same. Like there's a red duffel bag, there was a mattress over there. Make everything look the same so it's completely uniform. If stuff's kind of hanging out, tuck it back, make everything look nice and neat. We want to look nice and professional so when the guys come in, you get that wow factor like we always do, right? Yeah. So go through there, take your time, take a section, do some lockers.
This week on Our Football, we offer a little insight into what drove Chris Ash to become a coach.
It finally hit me probably about my junior year in college. I enjoyed the game, I enjoyed the relationships, I enjoyed the competition, and I decided this is the route that I wanted to take, and I started to work in the football office actually when I was a senior at Drake University.
We'll hear from some of the Scarlet Knights on how Rutgers has helped shape them into young men.
I've learned that talent can only take you but so far, but diligence and hard work and doing the right thing will always take you farther.
We'll head into the weight room as we're introduced to Kenny Parker, the team's new head strength and conditioning coach.
Chest up, bend over, retract, wide control.
Plus, we'll recap another Big Ten contest at home.
Ricino goes over the top, and the toss is there for the touchdown catch by Nip Archie-Diacono.
And look ahead to the Scarlet Knights' upcoming road trip to Minnesota. So don't go away. Our Football with Chris Ash is coming up.
Our next coach has to be a great ambassador for our university, someone who can lead young men, someone who will get our fans hopeful and excited again about Rutgers football. Chris Ash is the right man to lead that effort.
I want to build a first-class program here.
Load it up! Load it up!
It's going to take an extreme amount of work. It's going to take a lot of the right people.
Great timing, Gio!
Going in the same direction. I want to build a fast, physical team that plays with relentless effort.
He's going to do it! What a run by Robert Martin for the score!
Tremendous enthusiasm.
Taken down! What incredible effort!
And plays for each other. A program that the university, the state of New Jersey, high school coaches, and high school players, they want to come here and be a part of it.
The most important thing I've learned at Rutgers is diligence. From being hurt, having an ACL tear, being out of season, from changing head coaches to playing high-level football, I've learned that talent can only take you but so far. And I've learned this from myself and observing others. Talent can take you so far, but diligence and hard work and doing the right thing will always take you farther. And there are no shortcuts.
I've been blessed to be around some of the best people. I never thought I'd meet here. You know what I mean? From guys like Julian Penix-Hodrick, guys like Derek Nelson, guys like Vance Matthews, Sebastian Joseph. I mean, I'm just blessed to be around a great group of people every day. I get to come here and it's never work. You know what I mean? It's a passion. It's what I love to do. And we all share the same passion. And whether it's football, whether we're going through tough times on the field, or just you need somebody to talk to in everyday life, man, you really realize how important relationships are.
Let's go, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, let's go!
I think the main thing I've learned at Rutgers is that it's really not all about talent. You can really work your way into a position, and as long as you put in extra time, you'll be successful and get where you need to be.
I've learned so much here. Probably couldn't pinpoint on to anything. Just growing as a man, growing as a football player. I would just say not to take anything for granted is what I've learned. I came in as a walk-on, so I was just just doing what I can, and I finally got a scholarship, and I didn't take that for granted. I did that for my family. And then now it's just time to work hard and excel and help this team win.
The most important thing I learned at Rutgers, is just being able to do, like having an objective and then being able to finish that objective, whether it's hard or it's easy, and then just moving on and doing another one.
Please give a warm welcome to our honorary captains.
Good luck to you.
We're in the lobby of the Hale Center, the epicenter of Rutgers University football. We welcome you to Our Football with Chris Ash. And Coach, right off the bat, you're making a quarterback change for this upcoming week. Gio Rutgers gets the football. Why the change?
We just need a spark on offense, and I look at what he did last Saturday in the second half of the game. He provided energy, he provided a spark, he made some plays. It just felt different. Sunday's practice was different with him back there at quarterback, and we just felt like the time was right to go ahead and make a switch to try to get something going here in the last 5 games of the season.
He was 10 for 18. He threw a lot of good balls in this game, didn't he?
He did. He threw the ball well. For a guy that didn't have many reps during the course of the week preparing for the game because he didn't know if he'd be playing, he actually took some reps on the scout team last week. To be able to go out and do what he did in the second half of that game leads us to believe that maybe through the week of preparing and getting all the reps with the ones that he'll go out and be able to perform at a fairly high level throughout the game.
He also had 12 rushes for 37 yards. The first time he ever carried a football, it was for a touchdown against Howard.
Good quarterback, too. Giovanni Rutgers. Look at this. Rutgers still on his feet. He's going for the pylon. He's in for a touchdown. 42 yards. The sophomore out of Warren, Michigan, takes it down the left sideline and barrels his way into the end zone.
You said after the game he does some really good things with his feet. Is that more than just running with the football?
Absolutely. He can extend plays, and he can buy time for receivers to get open. If the pass rush happens or the pass protection happens to break down with the rush, he can escape and keep the play alive and keep his eyes up downfield and look to throw the ball. And he did a lot of those things on Saturday.
Does this convey to your football team a lot about that open competition?
Yeah, it does. I mean, I think they understand that already because we've had to make some switches at other positions. But any time that the quarterback position is changed like it is, I mean, it does open some eyes because that's the most talked about position on any football team.
You made the decision on Monday and you announced it to everyone. Did that give him a chance to kind of get the reps and get in the mindset of being the #1 guy this week?
No, absolutely. That's why we did it. I want the offense to know who the quarterback is going to be. I want the quarterback to be able to get the reps that he needs to prepare properly throughout the week as we go into a game. Just the unknown, I didn't want it, don't need it, and he needs every rep that he can get.
Back to the Illinois football game, 385 total yards. 9 for 13 on third downs. Did you take a lot of positive things out of that ball game?
Yeah, there were a lot of positive. We ran the ball better. We threw and caught the ball better. We converted on third down and kept drives alive better. But when you got 5 turnovers, you don't have a chance to win, and we can't do that and expect to win regardless of who we play. But there were a lot of positives in that game that we can build on, and we just have to continue to work on the things that are killing us and get them eliminated from the game film.
Nick Arcidiacono caught the touchdown pass. He's done a solid job throughout the year, hasn't he?
He has. He had probably his best game of the year so far Saturday against Illinois. He blocked exceptionally well. He caught the ball well. The touchdown catch that he had was an outstanding outstanding catch.
Ricino goes over the top, and the toss is there for the touchdown catch by Nip Archidiacono.
It was off a little run-pass option by the quarterback, and Gio lobbed it up over, kind of improvised the pass and lobbed it up over the line, and Arch made an outstanding catch to bring it in and score the touchdown.
And to see John Simmons contribute with 5 catches in this ball game, do you like the way he's improving?
Yeah, John was a huge factor in that game. He made some really critical catches, one of them on 3rd down. It was an outstanding catch, and got some yards to keep the drive alive. So he just quietly, he goes about his job quietly and just keeps getting better every single day.
And defensively, Blasson Austin showed us some real athleticism on that interception early, didn't he?
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Bless and Isaiah, our 2 corners, I feel are playing at a very high level. They're examples of guys that were thrown into the fire last year and probably maybe not ready to play, but they've really continued to improve and I think are playing at a high level in the pass game right now.
And Deontay Roberts had 9 tackles. He leads you with 52 tackles for the season. He seems to play every play hard.
Yeah, he does. Him and Trevor Morris have been our 2 inside linebackers, and they do play every play hard. They're still learning how to play the game. You talk about those 2 guys really haven't done much in the past. This is their first year of significant reps out there on the field. And they're getting better every week. They've got to continue to get better every week. But I love their attitude. I love the way that they play. They're playing exceptionally hard right now, and they're physical, and they enjoy it.
What's the attitude of the football team coming off a game in which you had golden opportunities to win the football game but come out in the losing end?
Yeah, well, based on how we practice throughout the course of the week, the attitude remains high. It has each week. And again, that's a true testament to the type of kids that we have in that locker room. They're high-character kids that really care about each other and care about trying to be the best they can be and going out and representing the university the right way. The attitude is great. The work ethic is great. We just got to get it to carry over to Saturdays to a better performance.
Are you excited about the opportunity that Gio might give you and the spark that this football team might need?
Absolutely. I mean, I sensed it on the sideline last Saturday in the second half, and we're hoping that carries over into a full game here against Minnesota.
Later in the program, the coach will rejoin us. We'll talk about the upcoming game this weekend against Minnesota. Our football rolls on. Don't go away.
We're ready. Stand. Strong. To right, to left. To right, to left. Nice, 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 nice. Face the same way. Get side by side. Hold it. Get off your thing. Get up. Go outside, put your shoes on, come back in. What's wrong with you? Throw it on the way up. Down negative. On the way up. On the way up. You up. Throw it on the way up.
Coach Parker's great. I love him. I think a lot of guys are starting to come around to him.
Roll hips forward now. Take your hip, roll it forward. Stay there. A lot harder.
He's intense.
Demon, where y'all at? I don't need chit-chat, I need work.
Our lifts are different, to say the least.
Good.
Crazy, intense, very hard. Nothing's easy. Nothing's ever easy. You know, that's just what we need.
Get a quick set by your own. Get like 20 reps. So get beside him, Miller. Hurry up. Let go quick. Outstanding rep. Good.
Coach Parker, he's a high energy guy. He coaches you hard, and he won't let you slack.
So Miller, just face Chris. If you don't move. Sit down, wide mouth. What number? Oh. Up. Yeah. Don't turn your head. Keep it straight. Go up. Push your chest over the bar. Then come through your hips more. Why sit back already? That's not a vertical jump.
I think you'd be pretty naive to say that their impact has not been felt when you see the body changes that has been seen on this football team.
Head trainer said it. Take ownership in your body. Take ownership in your body. He said, be a professional. Durability is more important than ability, okay?
Grant, where you at, Grant?
We definitely have the best strength staff in the country as far as, intelligence, energy-wise, how much they demand out of us, and really the results speak to what they've been able to do in that room. So
next time you got a young guy with you, can you please show him how to do it right?
Yeah,
Why you gonna let him do some crap like that?
I got you.
Thank you. Love you too. Love you too.
Coach Parker's the man.
Get in here, tighten it up. Tighten it up. Let's go. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. Let's go. Let's go. Tighten it up here. Let's go. Hey. Hey, take the field with confidence, man. Get the results you want. Let's roll. Nothing like coaching. But what drove you to coaching, Chris?
The experience that I had as a player, both in my high school and at college. The coaches that I was around gave me a great experience. I loved the locker room. I loved the relationships with the other players in the locker room.
Whatever you got to do to get this shit done, let's rock. Let's go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's rock.
And then the competitive spirit of football and coaching is what I really enjoy.
We all grew up wanting to play sports. Did you ever grow up and say, I want to be a coach?
I didn't. It finally hit me probably about my junior year in college. I started to think about what I wanted to do when football was over, and I couldn't think of much that I really wanted to do. I enjoyed the game, I enjoyed the relationships, I enjoyed the competition, and I decided this is the route that I wanted to take, and I started to work in the football office actually when I was a senior at Drake University.
Was there something about Drake that just said to you, hey, I want to get involved in this aspect?
Well, yeah, there were a lot of things there at Drake. Again, it gets back to the experience I had with the coaches. Coach Neiman, who actually coaches here with us, our defensive coordinator, was my coach. I had a great experience with him. He was a great teacher. I learned a lot about the game of football from him during my time there at Drake. And Drake was a school that focused on education and teaching, and that's what football coaching is. And I felt like that was what I was good at, and I wanted to do it.
Do you embrace being a leader of men?
I do. You better if you're going to be in this position. For us, we talk a lot about what leadership is, and it's somebody that can earn the trust of others and set high standards and hold others accountable. And when you're in this position as the head coach or as a coordinator or just a coach of a position group, you're a leader, and you need to embrace that.
What's the most gratifying part about being a coach?
I love watching the young men come into your program as an 18-year-old boy and leaving as hopefully a 22-year-old man, seeing that progress that they make, seeing them go on and being successful when they're done in your program, and when they come back and they talk to you about what they're doing in their life and their families and what the experience in your program has done for them. That's what's most gratifying for me.
Do you see some parallels between being a coach and being a father, which you are also?
Absolutely. We talk about that all the time. The players that are in our program are part of our family. We want to make decisions with the players just like what we would in our homes with our kids, and it's really important that we have that type of environment and atmosphere here.
So Rutgers is off to Minnesota to take on the Golden Gophers, who are 4-2, coach, and have only allowed 2 defensive touchdowns over the last 2 weeks. Are they big and physical in your mind?
They are. They're a physical football team. They're really good up front on both sides of the ball. They're well coached. They've been doing their same offensive and defensive systems for a while. They play with confidence. They don't beat themselves. It's going to be a real challenge for us.
Rodney Smith had a big game rushing the football, 144 yards last week against Maryland. What kind of challenge is that for your defense?
He's an outstanding back. He's a physical back. He can run through you, run over you. He can make you miss with his change of direction. He's got good breakaway speed. They do an excellent job of running the zone play, and he does an excellent job of just being patient, waiting for holes to open up and then hit them. And he's impressive.
back on the road. Does anything change in terms of your game plan or in terms of the preparation when you get ready for a road game in the Big Ten?
The preparation's all the same through Sunday through Friday. Obviously, we get on a plane and travel to go to Minneapolis, but we're excited to get on the road. Sometimes, when you go on the road, you eliminate all the distractions of a home game. You kind of get that bunker mentality with the football team, and if you do it the right way, you can go play your best football on the road. And I'm excited to take our team out there and see what we can do.
And you've got a different quarterback for this week. How do you think your team is responding in that regard?
Well, practice has been great. There's been a lot of energy on the offensive side of the ball. I think Gio kind of brings that himself a little bit. He's got a great attitude. He's got a little personality to him. And I like what I've seen so far.
And you continue to say the process is what's important here, and we continue to grind. I like to talk about grinding in any job. That's what you guys are doing. Is that what your coaching staff is doing too?
Yeah, that's what we've done since we've gotten here. And that approach hasn't changed. That approach won't change. I don't care if it's week 12, week 1. We're here 1 year, 10 years. That will not change as long as I'm the head coach. We're going to grind. We're going to work. We got a plan. We got a process, and we're going to stick to it.
How are you dealing with it thus far, Coach?
Oh, it's been great. Enjoying my job every single day. Get to show up and work with really good people. I love the coaching staff. We get a chance to coach some really good players. I enjoy going to practice and watching these guys work. And even when I feel bad, I go out and I watch these guys go to work and practice and cheer and have fun. It makes me feel better.
Okay, you know what you have to do. It's not about overtraining. It's about under recovery, right? Okay, don't make the mistake and not take care of your body the proper way when you're out of here before we come back for meetings and walkthrough. Okay, a lot of progress, a long way to go, but that's fine. That's why we practice.
So sometimes they pick you up.
Oh, absolutely. That's
and
part
other
of it.
times you pick them up.
It's a two-way street. There's times they pick me up, and there's times I got to pick them up.
Coach, good luck this weekend.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's it for this edition of Our Football with Chris Ash. We'll see you next week, everybody.